Gas prices are certainly lower than this time last year, but they've been spiking over the last month, with the national average rising 47 cents to $2.54 a gallon. Our financial contributor, Vera Gibbons, is here with the 5 things you need to know about your gas station to help save you money. Good morning, Vera.
Good morning, Julie.
All right, the first thing you say is buy gas on Wednesdays at your gas station.
Buy gas on Wednesdays because it's typically the cheapest day of the week. Not always, but often the case, particularly during the busy summer travel season. And that's because demand picks up, people go away for the weekend, so prices slowly start rising after Wednesday, and then they slowly start coming back down to the cheapest day of the week, which is generally Wednesday. Wednesday morning, first thing, that's when you want to fill it up.
How much cheaper, typically?
Pennies cheaper, but in this environment, we'll take it.
It adds up. Okay. The next thing you say is use debit cards cautiously.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When you swipe your card at the pump, the bank doesn't know how much you're actually going to spend until you're done pumping. So what they do is they actually put a hold on your money here at $20, $50, $100. So if you spend $20 at the pump, they're holding an additional $50. So you're out $70, and you go to use your debit card elsewhere, you're going to get hit with overdraft charges.
Uh-oh, never thought of that.
Well, there is a way around it. So pump your gas first, then go inside with your PIN number, all of that stuff. That's seen as a different type of transaction, and that transaction goes through right away. The other way, they're holding your money for potentially several days.
All right, so go inside and give the credit card to the clerk.
Exactly, after you're done pumping.
Okay. Next thing you say, research your repairs.
Right, well, here's the thing. Everyone knows that regular maintenance and whatever is going to help with fuel efficiency. It's going to give you greater fuel efficiency. It's going to save you money down the line. But people have been cutting back on their maintenance, which is not a good thing to do. They're cash strapped, so they're thinking, well, I'll just cut back here and there to save money. Ends up costing you money in the long run. And I think people need to know that there are options out there. Independent mechanics tend to have better prices than the dealerships do, and customers are generally more satisfied according to Consumer Reports.
All right, so getting the service every X amount of, like 15,000 miles or whatever it is.
Your oil changes, your fluids, your filter, all of that stuff. You need to be doing that.
Do it, okay. Next you say gas cards are less generous.
Right. I mean, when gas prices were significantly higher last summer, $4 or $5, for example, remember that? It was crazy stuff. So people were getting the gas rebate cards. They were very popular, where you get a percentage back every time you fill up at the pump. Not as popular now, not as generous now. They've scaled back on the rewards, so there have been some changes here, which is the downside for consumers. The only thing that hasn't changed, Julie, is that the interest rates on these cards are very high, upwards of 20% in some cases.
Yikes. Okay, so watch out for that, especially if you carry debt.
Yeah.
And the last thing you say is go inside for bargains. You mean inside the convenience store?
Inside the convenience store. I mean, here's the thing. When gas prices are rising, their margins get squeezed, so they become heavily reliant on convenience store sales, which now account for about 65% of profits. Now, you will see price markups on any number of things, like sodas, for example, ketchup, but
why sodas and ketchup?
Well, that's just the way it works. But on the stuff they sell a lot of, the high volume items like cigarettes, beer, coffee, that's where you're going to find some pretty competitive prices. So you never know.
All right, so I'll go there to buy my gum when I'm feeling like
You're chewing gum.
But you would think if beer is a, bestseller at the convenience store attached to the gas station, why wouldn't soda be? Isn't that what everyone...
you would think.
And I would think if you're going to, I mean, obviously not drinking the beer before you go, when you get back into drive.
Well, the idea is to get you to go into the store and actually pay for your gas and load up on some food. So they make a lot of money on the food. Not so much on the gas.
Okay.
Pennies on the gallon, actually, when prices are rising.
No buying ketchup and soda at the convenience store. Yes to cigarettes, gum, and beer.
Well, you don't do cigarettes or beer, so.
Anytime. Yeah, no, I don't.
Never, especially now.
All right, Vera Gibbons. Thanks so much.